If you're starting your seeds indoors, you're in the right place. Starting your seeds indoors is especially ideal if you don't have your outdoor garden set up yet, or if you're going to plant your seeds and keep them in containers all growing season. So today we're going to show you how to plant 4 of our different types of seeds using containers that we had set up from last week. So in this egg carton and the strawberry container, I've filled up with soil, regular potting soil, in the egg cartons just to the top of each little cell in here, and in the strawberry carton to about a ½ an inch below the top of the carton. We'll give you more information about the soil requirements in just a bit, but for now I want to show you how to plant some of the seeds. So when we first looked and separated our seeds, we saw how many cells that we needed. We saw we needed 6 spinach cells, so I'm going to plant spinach in each one of these cells here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm going to plant 6 lettuce cells. So we're going to start with the spinach, and I'm going to plant 3 seeds in each one of these, just by making a little hole in here about ½ an inch deep, and then planting all 3 in there and covering them up loosely with soil. Now I plant 3 in there because if one of them doesn't germinate, I know I at least have one plant that's going to grow. Then I'm going to plant the rest of these cells into spinach. Next I'm going to do lettuce in this row. So I'm going to take a pinch of lettuce seeds and lightly sprinkle them on top of the soil, and then barely cover them up, maybe a quarter of an inch of soil at most. They're very small seeds, so they only need a small amount of soil over top of them. And again, I'm going to do that for each cell in this row. You don't have to plant 6 cells of each of them, but you at least need to plant 1 cell of each type of seed that you have. Next, I'm going to show you how to use our strawberry container. So I said I filled it up to about ½ an inch, and that's because when we plant peas, they need to be planted at about 1½ inches deep. So I'm going to use my finger here and create a little hole that's about a inch deep, and then I'm going to plant 2 pea seeds in this hole. Then I'm going to cover it completely up to have my peas planted. On this side of the container, I'm going to plant my carrot seeds. Now it's ideal to plant your carrots wherever you want them to be finally, so you don't have to transplant them or move them once you've started. But if you don't have that space set up yet, you can plant them, start them in a container. So for the carrot seeds, I'm going to start by taking just a pinch of them. They're so small that we don't have to count them out, but we can just do a little pinch on top of the soil surface, and then cover that area up with about ½ an inch of soil. That'll make sure they're covered enough and their root systems have enough space. All right, now that we have everything planted, it's important to label where you put your plants. That way you don't forget. So I'm going to put my lettuce stick in there, spinach here. I put the carrots on this back side, and I put peas right here. Now that they're all labeled, the last step is to water the plants. So I'm going to take a squirt bottle, you can use a cup or a watering can, whatever you have, to water the seeds that you just planted. And we're done.